So you put the grunt work in, you work the long hours, and you built a successful business, and now you're thinking about selling. Well, before you book that trip to Phoenix to celebrate, stop, because there's a couple important planning strategies to do before the ink dries. And these planning strategies apply to businesses of all sizes. If it's done right, you're going to save a lot of taxes, and if it's done wrong, well, you'll just be contributing a lot of money to the government. Typically, when you're selling your business, you have two options. You can either sell the shares of your business to the purchaser, or you can sell the assets to the purchaser. Both have important tax consequences to look at. In most sales, you as a seller are better off selling the shares of your company, as opposed to the purchaser who is better off purchasing the assets of your business. The reason that you are better off selling the shares of your business are for a couple of reasons. The first is that you can use your capital gains exemption, which allows you to exempt up to $866,000 of capital gains on the sale of your shares. The second reason is because if the sale takes place over a couple of years, you can use your capital gains reserve to defer the income over 5 years. Both of those require that you sell the shares and not the assets of your business. And the third reason is because when you sell the shares of your business, you are not liable for any skeletons in the closet in most cases. So you will pass on that liability to the purchaser. And from the purchaser's side of things, they are better off purchasing the assets of your business because they can pick and choose which assets they want to buy. They get a step up in the cost base of those assets, meaning lower capital gains in the future. And they also don't take on the skeletons in the closet of your business if there is any. In most cases, the purchaser is going to be offering you more for your assets than they will for your shares. And while this might seem appealing to start, this actually might put you in a worse position because you might be taking home less after-tax money than if you took the share option. But that's why it's so important for a purchaser and seller and their advisors to get together before a sale to come up with a good tax plan that is beneficial for both parties. There can be a hybrid mix between selling some shares and selling some assets so both parties can get what they want. And it's so important to do this before the sale because after the ink dries, you can't go back and change it if you're in an adverse position. So you want to plan well ahead of time. After all, you didn't build a successful business just to cut a big check to the government when you go and sell it. So that's all I have for today. So of course, if you're thinking tax, think Tets. Have a good Tuesday.